So I don't have a clue if this is in focus, but hopefully. So I was doing this all manual function. Anyway, so today I'm up here sporting a different rifle. This one, for everybody that recognizes it, is a Mosin Nagant. Sweet, man. I got me some rounds over here. Yep. Wooden stock, metal bands, metal sights, iron sights. You can get a scope mount to put on here if you want it. It's even got a metal trigger guard, metal magazine, metal butt plate. This is steel and wood. There's no plastic anywhere around here. Except for one of my neighbors. Other than that person, there is nothing plastic around here. Look there, even the strap. That's genuine. I think that stuff's made out of linen. This strap and leather and brass and steel, if you can see it, if it stays in focus. There ain't a plastic thing here. Look at that buckle, steel. That's a steel buckle. It ain't one of them squeezed together and click. Nope, that's steel right there. That's gonna last from now on. And some brass. Look at that, man. They got this leather put together with brass. Yep, that's some 7.6 2x54. So we got some military grade ammo, steel cased. Remember, this is going to be most likely Berdan Prime, which is corrosive. So when you get done shooting this bad boy, you needs to clean it. Oh my God, I gotta clean it? Is that a problem? Just remember, your ancestors, when they first came to this country, they had black powder. You think they didn't have to clean those bad boys after each day when they used them, if possible? Yep, surely did. Did they complain about it? Nope, sure didn't. Probably enjoyed it, man. Just knowing that that was gonna be a little, keeping it accurate, and when a big bear came up after him, or somebody trying to rob them or whatever, harm them, this gun's gonna be accurate. Well, looky here. And what is this? Silver tip bullet. I'm gonna assume that's lead. It might have a coating on it. I'm not sure. Not quite sure. But I'm guessing that's lead, so this would be a soft tip bullet. Or there's vampires, and this is a silver tip bullet. I'm not quite sure yet. We can go looking though, see what we find. I do know this gun here in particular, this is a very, very, very nice gun that was totally unfired. This gun actually never even had a round down in the magazine well. It was completely unfired. And by the way, if you get something jammed up, you just push this here, out like this, and that releases. Well, the spring's not gonna push it. And of course, I'm holding this camera. But you push this, looky, see it, see it? Can you see? There you go. You can let them bullets right out the bottom, man. If something happens, you ain't gotta go in there and dig them out, and dig for this and dig for that. You just push this little button right here, right there. Listen to this sound if you can hear it. Yep, clicks right in place. Steel on steel right there. And then you've got some really nice, I don't know how close I can get with this camera, but look at these battle sights, man. They've got grooves in the side there. You push this little buttons on each side and you can move this up. Of course, I can't see that far here in these mountains. I'll probably never have to move this battle sight up, but it's there just in case. If I went, I don't know, maybe out west or someplace. But look at this bad boy. This is one nice gun. Now, I happen to like the straight bolt. Some people will like them curved, and they'll either buy another bolt that's curved, or they'll heat it up and curve it. I don't like that, man. Because if it gets cold, and it's cold here a lot, I'm wearing some gloves. And I like to just hit that bad boy and then up it goes. It's locked, man. You can't just accidentally, you know, unless I drop this or whatever, it's locked. Well, actually, this one's totally unsafe. If you'll notice this right here, that bar right there, that's the safety bar. And this gun here is totally unsafe. I can't move this up if I have to. If I drop this gun with this on here, you can't open this. You can't do it. You could knock it against a rock. You could drop it. You could whatever. You cannot open this. If this is like this, in reality, man, most likely a kid can't even open it, because this is hard to unlock. So to unlock it, you got to grab this here with your two fingers. Let me get this up against a tree or something where I can get something to stop this from moving. Okay, here we go. You pull it back with your fingers and away it goes. Now it's ready to fire. This baby, and of course I can lift the bolt up easily. But let me put this against there again. But anyways, if I'm out here and I want to make this bad boy unsafe, just move it. There you go. This sucker's hard, man. If it's a little kid, they ain't pulling this back. This thing's hard to do. But, you know, a real man or a woman that learns how to do this can use 3 fingers like so, grab it, turn it, you got it, you're ready. So right now we're walking through the woods, and by the way, this thing's so long, this gun is so long. Look at how long this thing is. That's pretty safe also. Now, you're thinking if you're in battle with a bunch of guys, man, you don't want to be, and you have a short gun, you know, somebody might get in the way. Whereas I can tell where the end of this barrel is. Look at it. It's way, if you're anywhere close to me, I'm out in front of you. So, you can see this thing. Look at that, compared to me, man. Can you see it? I think so. But compared to me, this is a long ways out here. Now, of course, if I'm in close quarters and I just want to shoot something that's right in front of me, you know, I can grab this gun and make it this short. You know, I can make it this short if I need to. This can be short. Just move it on back, got the trigger. You can make this bad boy short. So, anyways, because I have no mastery in recording and editing, I have no idea how to start and stop this video, so I just have to keep rambling until it's done and then post it, you know. But anyway, so this bad boy here is the Mosin Nagant. This thing has got some stamps on it, and one of them, you can't see it, I promise you, but believe me, it's there, is a hammer and sickle. It's got a hammer and sickle right above my thumb. And the year of it is 1942. It's an oldie. And again, you can see the graduated sights right there. Those are in meters. So, to be honest with you, anything within these woods is going to be all the way down, as low as it goes. I may even have to bring the front sight down to the bottom of the V. Well, actually no, because I've shot this thing and I've not had to do that yet. Where am I at in these woods? I'm all up in these woods. But anyways, there's some water. There's some brush right there. Look at there, man. That's a spot for rabbits. Can't really use this for rabbits. You won't have no rabbit to eat. But, you know, I guess you might hopefully shoot and it'll give it a heart attack, maybe. That wouldn't, yeah, that might work. This thing is loud. This thing is so loud. You can feel and hear, even if you're standing next to me, the percussion from this baby. It goes right through you. Yeah, this is some strong stuff here. By the way, this is totally stock. This comes from the factory like that. And I got 6 rounds there, plus the 5 inside. Plus, I guess, I don't think you can load 1 plus 5. I think I tried that and that didn't work. But look here, it's got a big old steel pin that goes right through the center. I mean, this bad boy right there, it's got some kind of a contraption to unscrew it. Maybe you could use a punch and a hammer right here. Maybe you can, if you need to take this thing apart. And then there's a screw right here underneath that flange in the back where you turn the safety. Yep, that's it. But anyways, these things are sweet, man. So it comes with a cleaning rod, which I have out of it right now because I'm going to take maybe a 20 gauge. I'm not exactly quite sure what to put over the end because it's a steel cleaning rod. So I'm going to take the back of the brass of either, and I think a 28 gauge might even work. It'll fit right over top of here. You knock the primer out or whatever the size of this cleaning rod is, which I don't have it on me, I should have brought it. It'll go through there, and that way you don't accidentally hit the crown inside of your gun, your riflings, and damage them and cause your bullets to be less accurate. So the truth is, I'm gonna put that little cap over there. It might even come with one, I just didn't get it with this gun, that sticks over the top. I had another gun that did that, that's how come I know. And but it was metal, and you stuck it over there, it had a hole in it, and when you put your cleaning rod down in there, you don't scratch your riflings, because that's a steel cleaning rod. So I like brass, but for some reason every time I get a brass one, I snap it, and they got little tiny threads and they ain't that strong, so I'm done with those. I'm gonna use the one that came with it. But you got to protect them riflings in there, you know. That's the one thing you don't have to worry about when you're using a brass cleaning rod. So that's a lot of freaking water up through here. Anyways, we got critters up here like bears and coyotes and mountain lions that might just be curious what I am or what you are if you were up here. Most likely they would run away. But if you get on this YouTube or this Rumble, whatever you're watching this on, and you're seeing, you can literally get on there and see where bears, coyotes, mountain lions attack people. So they ain't always afraid of it. I don't think they're always scared, because they ain't. Now if I got this another thing about being so long, and it's heavy, but I'm old. So if I seem like I'm kind of out of breath, it's because I'm old and I'm talking. It's not because I'm carrying this rifle, which is like 8 or 9 pounds, something like that, fully loaded. So, but who really cares? But the one good thing about it being long, that is, I guess, for, you know, another safety consideration, is the fact that when it's over your back, it's way above your head. Look at that. You know. So, and it's pointed way away from me. Anyways, look how pretty this is. Oh yeah, some serious water attraction up here. Anyway, so enough of that, man. So the thing of it is, some people, I watched a video of a dude with a Mosin Nagant, like, this thing's heavy, I don't think I'd hunt with it, blah blah blah. I'm like, first off, if you had one gun, you're gonna do everything with it. Hunt with it, defend yourself, you know, that's all you got. So you don't got to be picky on everything you have in your life. It's not that important. If this is the only gun I got, I'm totally and completely happy and completely confident. You know, if you got a Tika $1,500 gun, whatever round you got, that's good for you, man. And if that's the only gun you got, you better learn how to use it. You need to practice with it, because the one thing you have to be is accurate at the point of a gun. And you should be confident. And you can only be confident in your gun as if you get out here and you practice with it. Otherwise, you're going to be taking a shot and your game is going to take off. And you're going to be like, well, I thought I had it sighted in. That's why you practice with it. To where you know, I mean, you need to practice with your rifle and pay attention. Not just get out here blam, you know, pow, pow, pow. But I mean, seriously, pay attention and practice. You know, alone or with your family. To where if your sights was off, you'd know what that first shot, something's wrong. You don't have to guess. What, is that me? Nope, because you and that gun are one. That is a part of you. It's an extension of you. That's what you want here. This water is loud. I don't even know if y'all can hear me. Look at that. That's some serious agua right there. But anyways, if you notice, I'm totally confident with this gun. Completely trust this gun, because I've had them in the past. This gun is a very recent purchase, but I trust it already. I've worked that action over and over and over and over. Empty. You know, it's fluid again to use it. It's fluid. I know I've looked at every crevice and crack just to make sure everything's clean. And that's enjoyment, man. Where you're enjoying your time with your rifle. But anyways, you want to feel totally confident with that bad boy. You know, as the old saying about the guy with one gun, you know, that's the one to beware of. Right there, because he's going to be a badass in that one gun. He's going to know. And that's what you want to be. Anyways, I ain't got many more stories to tell today. I got to get, well, look at that tree though. That's kind of cool. That tree's got looks like some eyes up there going all the way. It kind of looks like Egyptian hieroglyphs going up the side of that tree. See it? Yep, looks like Egyptian eye on a hieroglyph. And for all we really know, those could be codes. Somebody done carved their name in there. To be sure of that. Those things that looks like eyes, those could be codes. No, actually there were branches used to be, and they got snapped off. But it sure looks cool. K-A-E and R-A-E right there, or B-A-E, I don't know who that would be. I don't know anybody with the last name of E up here. So that's probably very old. In this whole place I live, in this whole community, been here a long time. Yeah, not really sure. Actually, I might know. But anyways, this water's just moving on. And if you're sitting in your office or on the assembly line, you know, you can sit here and remember this. Look at that. That's some serious power. If you're feeling all overly confident, just know, look at that power. That is water power right there, baby. You get down in that stuff and it's going to take you down and carry you right along there for a ways anyways, till you get hung up. That's a lot of water. Anyways, I'm going to take some time up here, think about the ancestors. You know, most of these ancestors in this area is from Scotland. Most of these people, Scottish descent. And they probably had, you know, all these people in this Appalachian Mountains were poor. They didn't have 15 guns, 20,000 rounds. Man, nothing like that, man. They was practical, but they knew what you need. And that's probably what they had, what they needed. You know, they probably had one gun per family. I know a lot of these, when I first got here, back in the old day, a lot of these southern families down here, this is my ancestry by the way, a lot of these families in the south, they had single shot guns. Just one shot on a shotgun, that's all they had. Now if they had slug or buckshot, I doubt if they had buckshot. Slug or bird shot, most likely. Something for squirrels and birds. Might have had slugs or two, you know. They come in a box of 5, so let's just say they bought a whole box of 5, which you have to justify spending money back then. You can buy food, you need food, so buying a whole bunch of ammo to have it set around just in case, they couldn't afford that, man. So they'd get what they could afford to keep food on the table. And just like this old gun, man, this guns used to be really cheap. This wasn't cheap. You know, it was a little bit expensive now. I could buy what we call a modern gun for this, pretty much the same price I bought this for. A cheap modern gun. But then again, you know, we're talking plastic and plastic everywhere. This one here is solid wood and steel everywhere. A little leather, a little cordage right here of some kind. But yeah, so I feel more confident in this gun than I do a modern rifle. Modern rifle you can put a scope, however, which is really good until you get in woods like this. When you get in woods like this, that scope is kind of a hindrance because you can only see that little circle. You can't see the whole picture. So even when I shoot a scope, like in here, I learned to shoot with both eyes open so I can kind of keep track. Because they'll move this way. And it don't take much and they're out of the frame if you can see. So that's why I like iron sights. If you have a scope, however, and you get see-through scope mounts, which if you have iron sights also, a lot of guns don't even come with iron sights, it's just forward scope. But you can get that, but then the problem is the cheek well on the stock is so low, you can't really use the scope. So, you know, you have to lift your head up. You're moving around, you know, it's moving around. It's not stable. But anyways, I like this here, man. This is me right here. I got this. You know what I got. You can look at my channel, man. So for right now, I got a few of these old guns. But if you ain't got the money, if you're a young guy, man, get you one. If you can find one. Because I guarantee one thing about these old guns. They may not be the most accurate, but they are, well, they've been through war. I mean, you know, as they say, they've been through hell and back. So, I'm totally confident in them. Anyways, so I'm out here in the middle of nothing, in the middle of nowhere, with an ancient gun that's older than I am by decades. This is decades older than me. This thing's, well, this one happens to be like new, but I wouldn't care if it wasn't like new. It was a little beat up. And I ain't so worried about dropping this out here amongst all this water. Anyways, I'm out here and when you get a chance, get out here in these woods. I don't care if you've got just a little woods, man, around where you live. There's cars and roads and streets all around you. And you can't even carry your gun. It's still okay. You know? I always go prepared, so at least you need to carry you a knife or something in case something comes after you. Pick you up a stick. Whatever. There's one guy in California, he was a fisherman. The only thing he had on him, probably had I don't even think he had a fillet knife. The only thing that he had on him at that time was a fishing rod. And he used that fishing rod to whip a mountain lion that was approaching him and trying to kill him. And he was smacking that mountain lion in the nose with that fishing rod. So you got to use, that's all he had. So he used what he had. But it worked. And that mountain lion ran away. It didn't like the pain. So there you go. Use what you got, man. But anyways, when you get some time, get up from behind that television. Go someplace like this, man. There's woods all over the country. Little spot of woods, man. Just get out there and get you a book, a magazine, like Backwoodsman. That's a good magazine. Oh, by the way, I'm going to put this on the thing here. Let me see. This hat, if you like this hat, this lady's pretty awesome. They're not too expensive, man. So, like this hat, I think it's like $60-ish plus, you know, shipping. Plus, I'm sure some little tax. Hopefully, you can see this. She got some more stuff. She got a little boy she's taking care of. Go. That's her phone number right there. And then she got Etsy under Rising Star Forge, Forgeus. Yep. That's it. This phone number for her name is Crystal. 270-590-8068. She's from Kentucky. But anyways, that's her phone number, man. So I saw her yesterday, and I said, give me a card, because I'm always sporting her hat. And some dudes ain't, you know, they're not too worried about what other people think. But anyways. But I told her, man, I'd give her number out, so there it is. So if you can get you one of these old guns, even if it's not an old military gun. I like old guns because I'm just not so worried about scratching them up, you know. I ain't saying be rough on your equipment, I'm not telling you that. But I'm saying get you something that you ain't worried about setting it down. If you drop it, if it falls, if you fall with it in your hands. You know, everybody needs what they call a kind of a beater gun. This is not a beater gun, but eventually it will be, I'm sure. But it'd be a good, you know, get you something like that, man. Anyways, till next time, think about your ancestors, how they lived, you know, outside of the world of computers, internet, and all those social, whatever, man. Anyways, whatever words they use. You need to get away from that garbage for a while. Get out here in nature, man. You don't ever feel free until you're out like this. Then you feel free, totally free. Get you a blanket, lay down, absorb some sunshine whenever it comes. Might need your little mosquito spray, mosquito net. That's a good idea. They sell those still. Anyways, till next time, bring you some coffee too, and a thermos. A backpack, and a knife, and some food. You know, spend some time. Be out there for a while. But if you only got 10 minutes, run out there for 10 minutes. Anyways, till next time, Enjoy you some life.